Good morning. It's Friday, December 11th, and it is time for math. We're going to continue learning a little bit about addition. So today we're going to be using a symbol that you all are actually familiar with. Our math book is just introducing it, but you've been using it since the beginning of the year. So in our math unit that we've been working on addition, we've been using the word and to join two things together, right? And, sight word and. So today, instead of and, we're going to be using this symbol, the plus symbol. We use that when we write our bins, tens on the board. We use this symbol. And so we're just going to be inserting this where we would normally have the word and. We're going to be inserting the plus sign. So we'll be doing that as we move through our pages. We're going to be starting on lesson 6-4. You will need your pencil today, and that's really all you need. All right. Well, your eraser, of course. And we're back here with our friend Daniel. And so listen to the word problem as we work the word problem. It says there are 4 crayons in Daniel's box. So this is his box, and we're going to draw 4 crayons. So I'll tell you how we're going to do this. We're just going to put some tally marks, but we're not going to bundle our tally marks. So we're going to start over here, and I'm going to put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should have 4 tally marks that look like that. And then it says Daniel put 3 red crayons in the box. So he's going to put 3 more in. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3. And so now we need to know how many are in all. So do you remember, just as a refresher from our last grouping, I'm going to go ahead and circle those to remind my brain that we are looking for the whole number. We have a part here and a part here, but we are putting them together and finding the whole number. So go ahead and circle it just to practice what we learned yesterday. All right, now let's go back and count all our tally marks and see how many we have in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he has 7 in all. So we can come over here and write 7. All right. We're going to flip the page, and here we are again with crayons, and they're just showing us how Daniel is thinking. So over here we have some crayons, and then we have some counters to represent the crayons. In the first group, let's see how many we have, counting down the column. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to come over here and write 4 to represent how many are in this grouping. Then we have some in a row. Let's see how many we have in a row. 1, 2. So we're going to come over here and write 2. Now normally our problem would say 4 and 2, but today we're going to come in and write the plus sign to represent and. So this is a visual symbol showing that we're putting 2 things together. So it's top to bottom and across. 4 and 2. All right, let's go down and see how many paintbrushes we have. How many do we have in this first group? 1. So we're going to X out that 1 and write 1. All right. Then we're going to be adding them together. So instead of and, we're going to put plus. I'm going to write the plus, and let's see how many are over here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to write 3. All right, for practice, let's add and see how many we have in each group. So we had 1 and 3. Let's put them together and see how many we have in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and 3 is 4, but you do not have to write 4. All right, now we're moving over to some red books. Let's see how many we have in the first group. 1, 2. So we're going to write 2 down here. Going to put our plus sign to represent and how many over here? 1, 2, 3. So you could say 2 and 3, or you can write this problem as 2 plus 3. It means the same thing. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. All right. Moving to our next page. Let's count how many we have up here. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to write 3. Instead of and, we're going to put plus. And let's count and see how many we have up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. With 4 jars of paint up there. So 3 and 4. Or we can write that problem as 3 plus 4. Let's count and see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 plus 4 equals 7. All right, now we're moving back to crayons. Let's count and see if they're right with their number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to write number 5. There's and. What are we going to write to represent that and? The plus sign. 1. 1 purple crayon. All right, let's count and see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 and 1 is 6. Or if you want one more, you go right next door. What's right next door to 5? 6. All right, come down here. We've got some scissors. Let's see how many scissors. 1, 2, 3. We're going to write the number 3. Oh, there's that word and. What are we going to put to represent it? The plus sign. All right, let's see how many we have over here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to write 3. 3 and 3. So let's see how many we have in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Now we're moving over to number 6. In number 6, we have some bookmarks. So we're going to count this first group and see how many we have. 1, 2. We're going to write number 2. There's that word and. What do? Put our plus sign in. And how many more? 1. One more, you go right next door. What's right next door to 2? 3. Let's check ourselves. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now you need to flip over. Now we've got some really colorful erasers at the top. Oops, let me get my paper going in there. There we go. All right, let's count and see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to write 5 right there. There's and. What are we going to do? Plus, and we have one more over here. If you go right next door to 5, what do you get? 6, because we're just going up 1. So let's double check ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Have paintbrushes. How many paintbrushes? 1, 2. Write the number 2. There's the word and. What are we going to put? The plus sign. Let's count and see how many we have in this other group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 5. Let's count and see how many we have in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 plus 5 equals 7. So we could say that problem 2 and 5 is 7, or we can say 2 plus 5 equals 7, and we'll get to the equal mark, but you already know that as well. All right, we're going to come down here to the notebooks. How many do we have? How many do we have in this first group? 1, right? So we're going to put 1 there. And what do we need to put for the word and? The plus to indicate we're putting them together. And how many do we have over here? 2. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2 equals 3. All right, and the last problem, they want us to come up with a combination for 5. So I'm going to tell you what we're going to put in here so it doesn't confuse you. Let's just do, we're going to do counters. And so on this side, we're going to put a few counters, and then we're going to count up and see how many we need to add to do 5. So we're just going to put 3 in this first group over here. 1, 2, 3. So take your pencil, draw 3 nice counters, and come down and immediately draw the number 3. You're going to write 3. So we've got 3 counters and the number 3. Then we're going to put plus to show that we're adding something. So we need to add something to 3 to make 5. Well, you know what? You have this great tool right here. You know what this is? Your fingers. Do you know how many fingers you have on each hand? 5. So we've already got 3 counters. So let's see how many more fingers we need to put up to get to 5. So we're going to start counting. We've got 3. So we're going to start counting with 3. 3, 4, 5. How many fingers did I add to get to 5? Watch it again. 3, 4, 5. I put up 2 more. So we need to add 2 more. 1, 2 more counters to represent those 2 fingers. And then we're going to come down here and write 2. All right, so we were supposed to come up with a combination of 5. Let's go back. We're going to X out our counters and make sure that they equal 5. So counting left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. If you would like, you could use your Unifix cubes and go back and make those combinations with the 2 different colors of Unifix cubes. So for example, if you were sent home blue and green Unifix cubes, everybody has different colors, but let's say that yours are blue and green, you could do 3 blue and 2 green to see that equation. You can go back and do your entire math page using the Unifix cubes and see if you can make those number combinations to see the equation. So today we learned that the plus sign can be used instead of the word and when we're writing a math equation. You've done great this week with math. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. We've got a short week next week.